Alright, so we got the Super Eagles arrival video for their AFCON qualification matchups against Libya. Of course, they'll be playing 2 matches against Libya during this international break. And in the white, getting his luggage out of the trunk is Benjamin Taminu, central defender. Then you got head coach for Remo Stars, Daniel Ogunmodede, right there. Then Samuel Chukwueze, of course, AC Milan winger. And behind them, coming up the steps right here, you got Victor Boniface, Rafael Onyedika, and Frank the Tank Onyeka. Then, next behind them, you got Fisayo Dele Bashiru, Lazio forward, coming up the steps. And you also got this still pictures, Moses Simon, not forward. You got Calvin Bassi, Fulham central defender. You got Ademola Lookman, Ballon d'Or nominated Atalanta forward. Madukao Koye doing real good as a goalkeeper for Udinese in the Serie A right now. Then you also got the captain of the side, William Truce Ekong, currently with Al Kholoud in the Saudi Arabian top flight. So according to Super Eagles media, there are 20 players currently in camp right now. And the players not in camp, you got Kelechi Iheanacho, Chidera Ejuke, and Bright Osai Samuel. Of course, Kelechi Iheanacho and Chidera Ejuke, the Sevilla duo. Then you got Bright Osai Samuel, who plays for Fenerbahce. But hopefully we get to see these players come into camp maybe later on tonight or even tomorrow morning. But speaking of the camp, later on in this video, we got an interview with head coach of the side, Augustine Eguavoen. Real interesting topics that he talked about. A lot of things that a lot of people have been talking about, he addressed in this interview. But first, we're going to talk about the Flying Eagles and the WAFU B Under 20 competition schedule that just came out. Before we get into that though, please make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Thank you very much. So yeah, the Flying Eagles will be participating in the WAFU B Under 20 competition. It will be hosted in Togo this month, and it starts in just a little bit over a week on the 17th of October. Now, prior to yesterday, all we knew was that the Flying Eagles were grouped alongside Burkina Faso and Ivory Coast, but we didn't know who we were playing first, and we also didn't know when we were playing. So now the schedule for the competition finally comes out. We find out that we'll be playing on match day 2. The first match day will be the host country and their group going off. That'll be on Thursday, the 17th of October. Then on Friday, the 18th of October, we play our first match in the competition. The only match of the group. Of course, there are 3 teams in our group, so it's going to be 1-1-1-1 match every match day. We're going to be taking on Burkina Faso in that match, and the game will start 3 p.m. Nigerian time, I believe. Then when it comes to their second match of the group, it will be the final match of the group against Ivory Coast, 3 p.m., same time of the start, same stadium, same everything. And this is definitely a tough situation right here. Probably the toughest group I've ever seen at a WAFU B competition. Lately, I guess, because I haven't been watching every single WAFU competition, but from the ones I've been watching, I don't think there's been a group this tough with the countries that you're seeing here. Burkina Faso, last time out, did a great job at the under 17 level, defeated us at the under 17 level. Ivory Coast, the same way, always a history behind Ivory Coast and the players that they put out. So that's definitely going to be a tough one right there also. So this is just going to be box office right here. Definitely can't wait to watch these matches, and hopefully we get the job done. Now, speaking of the team, the last I heard was the report that the team was moving from Abuja to Ikene. Of course, Ikene, where Remo Stars are located. And what I'm hearing is that they're going to be training at Remo Stars facility for the competition, like the final days before they take off for the competition. So that's pretty cool right there. No names of players that are going to be on that squad. I'm expecting certain names. Of course, Daniel Daga, Ayimba midfielder, expect them to be there. Then Beyond Limit, don't forget, they qualified for the NPFL and were told not to, which I don't understand. They're saying conflict of interest. If Ayamba and Abia Warriors can do it, I don't understand why the Remo Stars owner couldn't have two teams. But Beyond Limit, they have a number of quality young players in their ranks, so I wouldn't be surprised to see 3, 4, 5 players from that team make it into this team right here. But definitely stay in touch with the channel. When there's more information about this team and this competition, I will be letting you guys know. So make sure to subscribe and keep this notification on so you can stay in touch. Last but not least, we're going to get into this interview right here with Augustine Eguavoen. He touched on a number of topics in the interview. Player selection. He talked about the match against Libya as a whole, Victor Osimhen, and he also talked about the Fidelis, Ilechukwu, Daniel Ogunmodede situation. Of course, they had that back and forth after their NPFL matchup, and the head coach is putting water to everything in this interview right here. Definitely a nice interview. Hope you guys enjoy it. Please make sure to like, subscribe, share, comment, all that good stuff. Peace.
The Nigerian national team belongs to every Nigerian in the world who can play football, and then we cannot shut the door on anybody. We're trying to look for the best. And another thing, the boys, they understand that. You know, I've always said and maintained that everybody have a chance to serve his fatherland or motherland. It's not a right, it's always an opportunity. So we have to try to do what? Seize that opportunity and make the best out of it. Yes, the boys understand. I spoke with a couple of them, and because of not too much time between games, so they have to understand that if you're called upon this period, you are lucky. If you're not called the next time, it's not that you're not good enough, but we're trying to get the best. So the understanding between us, I mean the NFF and the players, are very cordial, so they understand that. We hear a lot of things, stories in social media, which is not correct 100%. I don't think I've ever discussed this list with anyone, and we kept it in-house until we came up with the final 23, which is not so easy. And then I saw on some platform about Eguavoen and clear the air on why some player have to come in. I didn't speak with nobody. Let people just try to see how they can support me and the team, because it's for Nigeria, it's not for me alone. You know, we don't want distractions. You know, whoever is in position right now to do the job, just supporting players or coaches. It doesn't really matter, because all of us are, you know, trying to achieve the same goal, one goal. You know, so distractions, I don't think is the best thing right now. People throw up some things, and then people, in different platforms take it up and it becomes a debate. It's not necessary. It's not healthy. Yes, they are down right now. Doesn't mean that they can't rise, because they have a couple of games to play. But you know, they are aware, we are aware, our position and their position, and they will come here and fight. But we will also try. We've forgot about the past games. Now we're looking ahead to Libya's game. Not even an away game. Our focus right now is the game in front of us, and the boys are ready, and we're going to give Libya a tough fight. We will fight for, for those 3 points. Every second counts, and we know what it means to get the job done and over with as quickly as possible. It's going to be tough, but I think at the end of the day, with the boys that we have in the spirit, and nobody's injured right now, they will deliver. It's a collective effort. It's a team sport. It's not individual sport. We're in touch, and we can understand him. He can understand us. It's a huge miss. We all know that how important and impactful Osimhen can be, but we have other players who can step into his shoes. He's here, not here physically, but I'm 100% sure he's here spiritually with us. There's no fight at all. I mean, Ilechukwu came in yesterday after the game against Rangers, and then Ogunmodede came in this morning, and they hugged themselves. So I don't want to go into that. There is no fight. I mean, it's normal. It's normal. When teams go against the other, in the field of play, tensions rises, and then things like that are expected. That's by the way now. But we're here to do a job for Nigeria. There's no fight.